have a quick look at the church in Lincoln. We've got a side chapel, and this is it. So just quickly look around. I'm here just for the next hour or so, just tidying up, making sure everything is safe, and doing the 10 at 10. The iconostasis that Stefan and I and Colin put together earlier on in the year for this little chapel, the use of small services and things. I'll just open up the curtain on the side here so you can look inside and see what it's like in there. So there's a small holy table. This big curtain behind hides all sorts of things and of course supports the cross as well. So while we're reconnecting, I've moved slightly so that we get an all-round look at the church. This is obviously towards the iconostasis and the Pantocrator, which is going to go up on the ceiling here before very long. The lights in this church don't work very well, so we're going to have those redone. So if I go around to the right, you can see over here would be where the choir would normally be. And hello, Thekla, just looking around the church here, and some banners. These banners, amazingly, were made out of cushion covers that were rather bizarre. We've got an icon of St. George. Then Natasha made another cushion cover into this banner here, icon of the Theophany, which was done by Anton, and the crucifixion and the 12 great feasts go along the west wall of the church. The crucifixion and in fact the one of St. George were painted by Christos. Here we have icon of the Metamorphosis, what's called in English the Transfiguration, another X-cushion cover, and the icons put on a little shelf. It's very much a typical thing you'll see in places like Lebanon and Syria, where they have those things like that. Dunstan did the one of the Metamorphosis, and he said that it should be finished by Christmas this year. In fact, they're not yet. St. Peter and St. Paul, the patriarchal patrons, which was done by Christos, and then another one of the Dormition of the Mother of God by Dunstan, and another, here we have, this is not a cushion cover, one of our congregation does needlepoint, so did this, and here we come back again towards the iconostasis at the front. We have this icon here, was painted in Walsingham by Leon Liddermont. The one above of the Pantocrator is by Christos, and the two angels on either side by the hand of Christos Caridis in Athens. And the icon over here, where is it there, was done by John Parker, who is doing a very big icon in the side room here. Yeah, it used to be an Anglican church. It was, in fact, it was the, what do you call it, the barracks church for the local barracks. And when that came to the end of its days, they had no use for it, so it was added to one of the Anglican parishes and is now ours, because it became the church for the deaf people as well. Let's take you through this door here and show you this icon. So this is going to go where the Pantocrator is now, ceiling. This room here is really the children's room, but it's also somewhere we can do teaching and that sort of thing, as well as in the narthex, so we also like to go. And people tend to eat a great deal in narthex. So we can come back out of there. One of the things you'll often find in Antiochian churches is that the exapteregia and so on are outside the altar area, which means that whoever is available can take them and carry them around. These are still decorated for Christmas. as indeed a lot of the church was, and it can stay like that for the feast of the presentation as well. We've got two other big icons at the back of church, which I'm not going to go back to. And one is of St. Matthias, and the other one of All Saints of Lincolnshire. If I just go through here into the altar area itself, you'll see the holy table. In the background, there's an icon done by Christopher, and this one up here, Christopher Catu did this one, and this one up here by the hand of Dunstan. You see the Proscomidi table, the holy table, and so on. And then the cross was John Parker, and then above there we've got the icon of the Platera, icon of the Mother of God, which Christos also did. He's been a huge benefactor to us in all sorts of ways. If I turn round, where I actually do the talks every morning, is this door here.